Okay, so how do you measure?
Hi.
Hi.
So today, we're going to start our project of making a sim racing build. What we're going to do, we got this lovely assistant.
Chair here.
This is a seat I got from a Mazda Miata. It comes with a slider, and it comes with speakers in the headrest that we may or may not be able to use as speakers for the computer. This is just part of my things that I kind of want to do. I've really wanted to get into sim racing for a while. I finally got enough money to get a steering wheel and pedals. I've got a fairly decent computer and an Xbox as well. And
put my hood on.
Both. Okay, you put your hood on. Okay. So in order to make this right, what do we got to do first?
I think we got to measure first.
What do we got to measure?
The chair. The
chair? All right, well, we'll flip this over. And now we're going to measure from I don't have a proper camera yet using the phone.
It's always hard to do it.
So can you read these numbers?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so the answer is yes. So we're going to measure. We're going to try and get these things set kind of even. Okay. And then we're going to try and measure from these two little prongs. We're going to measure the distance between the two.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll flip this over. Nope, you're good. You're good. Right where that dot. Nope. 14. Right where that dot is.
14.
So we're just shy of 14. We can round up to 14 and make a little. We can round up to 14 and make a little wiggle when we're working with the wood. Now we got to measure the length of the seat, and I'm just gonna go from slider to from mounting point to mounting point because the seat is on a slider, so it can move back and forth. Okay.
Okay.
And what's this for?
Wires.
What are the wires for?
Electricity.
They're also for the speakers that are in the headrest.
And all
right, ready?
About the speakers.
So I'm gonna go from the center of that hole, and you're gonna come all the way back here.
I'm gonna go
Here,
backwards.
no, just start here. What does that say?
16.
16? That's all we needed to know. 16. So it's about 16 inches long, and what did we say? 14 inches wide. Is that what we said?
14.
14. That's a pencil, not a pencil. Probably really loud. Alright. So now, right here, we've got measurements, seat. The width is going to be 14 inches. The length is what?
16 inches.
16 inches. Okay. Now, since I don't have the steering wheel, and I don't have the pedals yet, we don't have the measurements for that. But I want to be able to get started and build a base that can fit everything in it.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to my car, and I'm going to go over to my car, and I'm going to measure that pedal box and assume that I'm going to need the same amount of space. Ready for a trip?
Yeah, let's go for a trip.
And at the same time, do you want to do a little tour of the garage?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start over here.
That's it now.
So what's over there?
We have this pole here, which is like...
Pole there. Just put it away. So this is just kind of junk. Some of Abby's toys are down here. That's where the trash can usually goes. That is my Guam flag. I used to live there for a little while. Coming over here, I've got a lot of my mechanic tools, screwdrivers and stuff, going down to a workbench. Oops. Not really good with camera and photography yet.
No.
Hey! Got a jack and stands. Always use your stands. I had a friend that got stuck underneath of a car one time. It's a bright light. Boxes, boomerang from Australia. Stuff. Oil stuff, containers. Ink.
Right there.
Ink. It's actually oil that's spilled on the ground. Screwdrivers, workbench. Try to keep everything organized.
And squirt water.
We've got deep freezer for these trying times that we're in right now.
We got
It's a good thing.
water.
We got a water gun.
I watch what it can do.
We got a nice table saw that I got at an estate sale.
We got a
Pretty
bike.
cheap.
Bike.
Now we've got Abby's stuff. Abby, what's this?
Tricycle.
No.
Bike.
Bike. What do you need to wear when you're on the bike?
A helmet.
Good job. When you're in the garage, what do you have to have?
Shoes or slippers, maybe.
Shoes or slippers, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got my steel toe sandals on, so we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And yes, I do have socks on. It's cold. Camping stuff. My boots that I would be wearing if they hadn't just gone into the lake.
Fishing rods here.
Abby, we forgot the measuring tape. Can you go find it?
Maybe it's this.
No. Oh, I see it. I got it. All right, so we're going to go to my car. That's my sister's car. This is my car. The 2011 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. 3.8 V6. 6-speed manual.
The cancer parking lot.
If anybody wants it, it's for sale. What?
Tad, that's the cancer parking lot.
Oh yeah, they're currently digging up our parking lot. Well, our neighbors yell at us for parking in the road. They tell us to park over there, but we can't anymore. Oopsies. All right, just a moment. It's a bit overcast. It's supposed to rain today. Don't scratch her car. All right, so here we are in the Genesis. And the pedals, and as you can see, since it's a manual, it's going to be great because I have a clutch pedal coming with my steering wheel and stuff. So we're looking about 16 inches wide. I might want to go wider so that way I can have my...
And there's a steering wheel. You don't want to forget.
Don't forget the steering wheel. I might want to go over to about 19 inches so that way I can have a little footrest for when I'm not using the clutch. And since we're here, you said you wanted to measure the steering wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's your steering wheel?
Steering wheel is about 14 inches wide. Is that what you wanted to know?
How about how wide it is?
How wide it is? 2 inches deep.
How long is it?
How long around is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to measure that. You know why?
Why?
Because we could use math.
Cool.
So, Abby, in order to find the circumference is what it's called, when you go all the way around the steering wheel,
Like this?
all the way around, you just have the diameter. You take the diameter and you times it by pi.
I need this.
Do you know what pi is?
Yeah.
What's pi?
It's food.
It's a food?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my steering wheel is apparently, what did we say? 15 pies around. Okay. It looks like my lovely assistant is going back inside. So we'll flip our seat back over. I might as well take a seat while first we're here. Ugh. I'm okay. So the pedal box. Oh, I didn't get a depth on it. Didn't get a depth on it, but we said it was going to be 19 inches wide. So leg length, that's how far away from the seat I want my pedals to be. If I'm sitting flat, my pedals are going to be about where they are, where my feet are now. So I could just measure this. And I'll say my heel is the pivot point for where... I'm going to flip it over. I have a couple friends who are shorter than I, even though I am only 5'8". A couple friends who are shorter than I who would like to play with this. So I'm going to slide myself all the way back. I'm going to say 3 little notches on the seat. I'm going to say 3 little notches on the seat is going to be where my seating position is. So that way I can move backwards a little bit, but I can move forwards by a lot. You want to still be in? Okay, come on over. Ink.
Right there.
Ink. It's actually oil that spilled on the ground. Screwdrivers, workbench, try to keep everything organized. On the seat. Okay, can you do something for me? Can you hold on to that and can you put that right where my heel is? You know what my heel is? Where my foot touches the ground. A little bit less. A little bit less. Less. Towards me. There you go. Out. Away. A little bit more. Stop. So we're looking at 19 inches for how long we want between the front of the seat, where it's going to mount, and where the angle is going to be for where the steering wheel, the pedals are going to be. Okay?
Yeah.
So now we got to draw it.
Okay.
What's it going to look like, Abby?
It's going to look like the steering wheel.
Uh-huh.
Can we draw the steering wheel?
Let me do this.
Okay, so it's going to be like that.
Well, alright, so we have a seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a seat. I know.
Put the
Art.
radios in there.
Put my what?
The radios in there.
Oh, okay, it's got speakers.
Speakers in there.
It's got speakers. So then we have our little sliders, right?
Yes. Don't forget the wheels.
And we said from the slider, so we're going to try and make this as level as possible. So we'll put maybe like a 2x4 underneath.
Don't forget the
to
wheels.
give it. I don't know if you guys can see. Watch out. Ah!
Okay.
Abby, it's falling.
Honey.
Well, help me.
Can you help me with that?
Well, I'm asking you for help. Okay. Hopefully that won't go anywhere. And hopefully the ladies and gentlemen at home can see what's going on.
Sit right here.
Okay. So we've got our seat, right?
Yes.
And it's going to slide. So we're going to have some 2x4. Okay, we'll get there. We have some 2x4.
Yes.
We're going to put some 2x4 underneath. And this is going to go our total length. So now if we take our length of 16 and we add it to 19, what do we get?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. I think we're going to get 35 inches.
I think we're
From there to there. But that's where the pedal box, is going to start its angle. So we'll give ourselves another 10 inches.
How about 6 inches?
How about 6?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll add another 6 inches onto that long 2x4, giving us a total of 41 inches for the total length. And we can adjust that that pedals where they're going to go. And we're going to need a steering wheel, right?
Yeah. I want like that and
So,
like little buttons.
I'm thinking maybe about...
Do pedals.
let's say 10 inches back from here.
Say it goes about that.
Let's say this distance is 10. And this is where we're going to have it come up. And we're going to have a little piece come back like this. Okay? And that's where our steering wheel is going to be.
Put it here.
That's where our steering wheel is going to be. Okay, and it's got a big kind of base that's going to connect to it.
Hey, put like buttons on there.
Okay, it's going to have...
Like buttons.
It's going to look like this. It's going to have this, this, and then there's going to be little like cutouts.
And there's
going to be
circle right
buttons. Okay, so that's our steering wheel.
Yes.
Now we need to support this way. So either we can go up and like that, or we can kind of do an angle. What do you want to do?
Angle.
Angle? So we'll have an angle that looks like this.
Yeah, put like a little heart there. It'd be cute. Heart.
That's okay. But then maybe we'll have another piece come up like this.
Ooh, make a motor on the back.
We'll make another piece like that, Abby.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where our screens are going to be.
Hey, put like guns on the back.
We're not putting guns on it, Abby. Not yet, at least. So that's kind of what it's going to look like from the side. So it's going to be 41 inches wide. And then how tall are we going to have it?
Oh, how about right there?
Well, we need to measure. Where's the measuring tape go? Alright, so if we're sitting like this, we want the wheel about here.
I want to measure it, please.
So measure from where my hand is to the ground.
Okay.
What number we got?
1, 2, 3. You got about 2.
What number is right here?
It's 37.
37?
Yeah.
It's not 37 inches tall. 27 inches.
I mean, it's 27.
So we'll say that the steering wheel height needs to be 27. So let's just make this length, this amount. Because I'm not sure how high the steering wheel is going to be. So the first things first, we're going to make this base and the where the seat's going to sit. We're going to say that's about 24 inches tall.
I would say it was going to be like 1 foot tall.
That's 2 feet. Because how many inches are in a feet? 12.
I want to do make a little one.
And then we'll determine...
I'm going to put
I'll have adjustment sliding, so I should be able to come back and forth. And then on the bottom view, what it's going to look like, it's going to be very simple. It's just going to be a box. It's going to be all 2x4. It's going to be all boxed in. There's going to be a cross member there. Most likely a cross member here.
a bit like that. A line like that.
We'll get there, Abby. A cross member there, definitely at the back. Maybe one at the
Maybe some
one at the back.
headlights.
One at the front of this guy. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to put some 2x4 in the back to support that. So I'll have that. No, actually, I have a piece of 4x4 that I'm going to put there. So I'll have these 4x4 blocks. I'll have one in the rear. I'll have a 2x4 in the front to support that. I'll have a 4x4 block here. And the reason for those, can you go get those wheels? The reason for those is so that way I can add wheels and be able to roll it. I was able to get some casters. Abby, you don't need all of them, just one of each. Put one back and grab the other one. Good job. Come on over. So I'm thinking, I've got these little casters. They spin around and they lock. I'm thinking these are going to go on the front. And then I just got some normal wheelie, no swivel casters. And those will go on the back. That way I can move this thing around. And should be okay. What I do want to do is try to figure out a place to put a computer, an Xbox. So it could go. It could go on the back here. It could go on the back there. PC/Xbone.
Put something like here.
Where? And then, or they could go in the front, which might be better because then all the wiring would be a lot shorter. That may be a better option of putting something up here. And the wheels will give me a little bit of height. And I could add another... I could make these 4x4s deeper and add another spot underneath. I could see sitting on the computer. I wouldn't want to do that. Maybe at my feet, but I might move it around too much. Behind me would be the safest place, but then I have to get long wires to go all the way to the front.
A little TV there.
No, but how about I put little speakers there?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So I'm gonna have I'm gonna eventually get a little shifter. So we'll have to have some place. We can put like a little shifter over here, right? Maybe like a cup holder over here.
Or maybe like a cup holder.
Cup holder next to the steering wheel. It's a good idea. We can have a cup holder here.
Or maybe a cup holder. Yeah.
Okay, I know we're American, but we don't need 18 cup holders on this thing. You're silly. So what do you think? That's going to work?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll put that inside of it.
Put what inside of where? But no, that's the same thing. This is a side view, and this is a top view.
Sick of that.
So this is the same thing. It's just side view, top view.
Hey, circle that whole thing.
Circle the whole thing. So this is our plan.
Yes.
Build will commence eventually.
Eventually.
I am currently a mechanical engineering major in college. With what's going on, all my classes have been moved to online, and a lot of those classes are difficult to have online. But my teachers are doing a great job trying to make it work, and I greatly appreciate everything they're doing.
Yes.
But I need to try to get a lot of my homework done too, because calculus is a little difficult when you can't ask the teacher questions or write on a whiteboard. We're doing our best, but year's almost over.
So ridiculous.
Finals are coming up. Abby, what do you have for homework?
Stuff. I have stuff for homework.
You got the easy stuff.
Yes.
You just got to draw your name and
I already did that.
count ladybugs on leaves and things like that.
I already did that too.
Before we go, I think Abby has a little piece of trivia for us. What do you think?
What's that?
All right, ready? Little quiz. Ready? What do you call a dinosaur or a animal that only eats meat?
Carnivore.
Good job.
What do you call it?
What do you call an animal that only eats grass and veggies?
Herbivore.
Awesome. What do you call Uncle David?
Nom 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 devore.
Nom 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 devore. All right. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.